Hello my friends, CMattDye here. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. And today I want to talk about a new project that's coming up called Beez Hive. Now Beez Hive is what you would expect. So they're minting an NFT project to create beehives, which is pretty cool. And if you look at their website's been done really well. That's one thing I like to look at is websites whenever I look at a project. This shows you a little bit about the art, talks about the project, talks about their mission, and they're really wanting to create 1,000 beehives and really try to protect the honeybees as well as try to make money from it producing the honey. This is a little video that tells you about who they are. If you want to check it out, go check this out on your own time. That's fine. This talks about how it all works. So they're minting, initially this was going to be the idea to mint 5,000 and then to create 500 and then another 5,000 to create another 500, which would, grant them a couple apiaries. This is the art. So this talks about the sketch to the line art to the different bees colors to the Beez Hive. The roadmap is pretty cool. So beginning of Q3 2022 is when they started going along that roadmap. Back to Q4 of 2022 because it kind of just jumps ahead. All the proceeds from the official launch will be contributed towards the apiary building fund. I've spoken to these guys and their class acts. They're really trying to do something great for the honeybee population, and it's pretty neat. Execution of the plan. It talks about the coldest months, this and that. Let me get to what you guys really do care about. So these are the two founders. Xanders is the co-founder, execution and marketing. I've spoken with him quite a bit. Nicola T, spoken with them as well. And you can see these NFTs. They just look cool. If I click on a couple of the sneak peeks, and these are zoomed in, I really do dig the art. The old school tennis shoes, just so nice. And click on this, you have the crown with the spectacle, the ice cream cone, of course the sword, and of course some more old school tennis shoes. Click on another one, you have the construction helmet with the wings, almost look like kind of butterfly-esque, but still bumblebee. You would still expect that on a bee. Spray paint and a baseball bat and some nice little sneakers. And then this, you have like a rice hat, I think they call it, holding some flowers and and a gun. Just cool looking. Of course, old school tennis shoes again. I do dig the art. I really do enjoy talking with the founders as well. This is the white paper. I wanted to go over it really quickly just to kind of give you guys a little hint. And they did spend some time building this. I love the little art here. Just a little bit, but I mean, it just looks cool. You just see the honey drizzling down. I like that a lot. It talks about us. They're young beekeepers from a tiny, gorgeous place in Europe. Since they were children, they loved honey, bees, and nature itself. And they do love nature. On their Discord, they, Xanders is always out hiking. There's, beautiful mountains over there. If you go on their Discord, there's a channel called The Journey. And they actually show a video of them building the apiaries. And I'm just going to scroll down so it's really quick. And you can see, they're putting up this fence because you have to have a fence around the apiary. Just because they're bees, you don't want anybody to go in there. Maybe someone gets stung. You don't want that. So they're building the fence. They show video of it. They, this is on Nicola here. It's just cool. You can see the journey. You can see them because on their website they have pictures of the bees, which is cool because you can see it and it turns. But on the Discord, you can actually see them, interact with them, know that they are who they are, and they're really good people. I like it. They talk about the use of pesticides. And that is true. The honeybee population is having a difficult time right now. Here in the U.S., they have them up north and they bring them down south to populate flowers and whatnot, and then take them back up. It's a little crazy. But in the human world we live in, we kind of have to work with nature. Honey is a great tool. The ancient Egyptians actually used honey as an antiseptic. Now we use Neosporin. If you get a cut, you put Neosporin on it. And they've done studies. If you get a cut, the same cut, you put honey on it, and then you put Neosporin on another cut of the same type, the honey takes like an extra day or two to heal. Whereas the Neosporin will heal a little quicker. But the natural antiseptic of honey, like natural honey, not processed stuff, it's really cool to know that can happen. Also, another fun fact about honey, if you have allergies, if you have that local honey, you will most likely have less allergies, because that honey will give you properties to help you out with that. It's not 100%, obviously, nothing's 100%, but just a little couple honey fun facts. So they talk about the NFTs, talk about the beehives. Once we built the first 500 beehives in our initial collection, Bees Army 1.0 was sold out. We'll produce a second collection of another 5,000 NFTs called Bees Army 2.0 and repeat the process. Right now, I do not believe they have a date for minting, but I do have a channel in my Discord, and I am talking about that project as well as a lot of other projects. I may or may not have whitelist giveaways of this. That's going to be a future thing. I just wanted to get a video out and tell you guys about it. I'm excited about the project, and here is what we all care about. They're going to distribute 80% of all royalties back to the holders, as well as 50% of all honey produced across all apiaries. So there's going to be 3 different roles of the Beez Hive Army. If you hold 1 NFT, you're going to be a bees worker. You're going to get 15% royalties. If you're a bees ruler, you're going to hold 3 NFTs, and you're going to get 30% of royalties. If you're a bees god, you hold 5 NFTs, and you'll get a 55% share of royalties. Bees gods will be the ones to also share that 50% of all honey produced. So if you want to be part of all the honey produced, be a bees god. And what they're going to do is all the honey produced, they're going to sell that on the market, and then they're going to give you the income. Are they able to ship you honey? I have no idea. It depends on your jurisdiction and shipping, and there's a lot of factors. Get in their Discord and ask. Don't ask me, because I don't know. What's the minimum price per 1 kilogram of honey that can be expected? I believe one worker bee can produce 5 grams of honey in their lifetime. Okay, I just looked that up. That's correct. One bee produces about 5 grams of honey in their lifetime. They talk about some numbers here. So let me come down, and it talks about they're expecting to produce 3,000 kilograms worth of honey once they complete the apiary. As you know, 50% will be split between the bees gods. So if you want to be part of that, you want to own 5 NFTs. And they talk about some numbers, worst case scenario. You can read this. It's going to make $75. Minimum price at $10 per kilogram. You're going to get $75 at 7.5 thousand kilograms. So, or 7.5 kilograms. So you can get in here, check out their white paper, check out their project. Also note, honey payouts will happen at the end of the harvesting season, which is around November of 2023. So if you wanted a date, keep this as a loose date. It may not be set in stone, because in real life, different things happen. So you don't really know until it happens. But these guys, I believe they're very honest. That's why I'm making a video about them. I do believe in the project, and I am going to mint some. I am on the Beez list, which, you know, is their white list. They call it the Beez list. This is pretty cool. Okay, and then we scroll down. They're going to have volume generating contest. I'll let you go in the Discord and read about that. And then we'll talk a little bit about the utility. So the Beez Hive NFTs will only ever be created and released once. We've built an apiary, which is 100 beehives. 100 beehives equals 1 apiary. And it's ready to start functioning. They will be distributed to the top 100 holders who hold a minimum of 3 NFTs and have generated the most volume. So you can get in and ask about that. You're going to be able to get your own name tag on a beehive. You're going to have 24/7 online access to all CCTVs overlooking the apiary where your beehive is. If you're unfamiliar with CCTVs, you probably don't live in Europe. They are basically just a security system where you can get on and look at the bees, which is pretty cool. It's neat having access to the cameras. You'll be able to learn a thing or two about beekeeping, as you'll be seeing firsthand how our beekeepers are taking care of our little precious bees. That's pretty neat. I've always kind of wanted to be a beekeeper, but I mean, I'll never be a beekeeper just because it takes so much time. So that is the white paper. I encourage you to, in the description below, I'm going to have a link to their Discord. I'm going to have a link to their white paper, their website, their Twitter. Check all of that out. I'm also going to have a link to my Discord below that if you want to come in and talk about the project and see if I actually do have whitelist or not. So with that, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.